What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Talk Talk Punch. I am Brody, joined by Tudong Dylan
Hey.
and the lawnmower, Charlie Hickman.
All right, bring on the Manscaped sponsorship. Let's do this.
Right.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now, we love interacting with you all, so please remember to be kind of the comments. And while you're here, whether you're watching us on YouTube or if you're listening in on the audio version of the podcast, wherever you might get your podcast, make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and then come back here every Wednesday to hang out with us and see what we're talking about. Kind of like this week's topic, we are ranking 10 female action heroes. So we like doing these rankings. These are fun because we get to interact with each other. We have to agree on stuff. So we thought, you know what? Let's get some kick butt female action stars and let's see who's the best. Now we're just picked 10 of them. So there are lots of them. So if your favorite isn't in there, we're sorry. We just picked 10.
Sure.
And I do want to specify, we are ranking the actual character. We are not ranking the actor or that, just the character. Trying to make it easy. Best all-around character, not who would win in a fight, not who is the toughest or anything like that. Best all-around character. So that kind of the criteria working with. Oh boy, fellas, are you ready?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is hard. We've done a lot of these top 10s, and I always go into it with a great deal of confidence about exactly who I want to be number 10. And I have no idea how this is going to shake out today, boys.
We have a really good lineup.
Yeah.
All right. So let me go ahead and list off. So we have Lara Croft from the Tomb Raider series. We have Ellen Ripley from the Alien series. We have Okoye from Black Panther. We have Princess Leia from Star Wars. We have Sarah Connor from Terminator. We have The Bride from the Kill Bill series. We have Trinity from The Matrix. We have Zoe Washburn from Serenity. I guess you could also say from Firefly, but we're just looking at the theatrical stuff, so we got to go with Serenity. We have Katniss Everdeen from The Hunger Games and Yu Shu Lien from Crouching Tiger, Hidden. Yeah. This is quite the list.
Quite the list indeed. Very, very. These are all heavy hitters right here.
Very heavy hitters. So what we are going to do is we have our little thing right here. We've got our draw pile here. They're going to come out in a random order. I don't know what order. Dylan doesn't know what order. Charlie doesn't know what order. We're just going to draw them. And then we're going to place them here. Now, what if you haven't watched these before? Once we place them here, they're not stuck here. They can get moved. They often get moved. If we put somebody at number 2 and then more people come out, they may fall. They rise. We'll see. All right, guys. Let's start this. The first one. This is a tough. This is going to be a tough list. Really, really is. We have Ellen Ripley, who I might say
I mean, we're looking at right now, is she top 5 or bottom 5? And it's clear that she's top 5.
Oh, top 5. Top 5.
I'm going to start us off with 3.
Okay.
Charlie, I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with that as an initial placement. But I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of movement. I'm already stressed out. I'm stressed out.
I agree. I think there is going to be a lot of movement after they're placed. They move. I could see Ellen Ripley going.
I could see it too.
All right. Next up, we have Okoye, Black Panther. Now she is very cool. We haven't seen a whole lot of her. We've seen Black Panther, Endgame, and briefly in Civil War.
And Infinity War.
That's right.
And What If?
Oh, yeah, and What If? I think she is fantastic. I mean, I could make an argument for number 1 for Okoye. I mean, now, I understand we're not talking about the actresses, and this one's unbelievable, but I mean, I absolutely think this character, it's deep. She is one of those characters that even if she's not talking, she is expressing absolutely everything that she is feeling. And it's amazing that she can not just be so expressive, but is powerful. She has got power.
Yeah, and
So
this and
I could understand if you would want to put her lower than that because she doesn't have she hasn't been around like as long as some of the other top individuals, which so I would understand like that is a mark against it. She hasn't been around as long, but she is still like just such an iconic character.
well, it just initially top 5 or bottom 5.
Top 5.
Okay. Above Ripley or below Ripley?
Let's start her out at like 4 or 5.
I'm thinking like maybe 4.
Yeah.
See how we feel.
For now, I'm good with 4. I'm
Okay.
good with 4. Because there's one thing she does have over Ripley, and that's her fighting ability is unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's true. Got that awesome spear. And
Yeah.
I like her hairstyle.
As do I.
I'm so excited for the new movie. Anyway, the future is bright, but all right, let's just keep struggling through this.
So next we've got Yu Shu Lien from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Fantastic.
That regardless of the actress, this might be the one who has some of the best fighting ability. Just to throw it out, just to keep in mind. Now she does only appear in one movie, but how powerful was she in that movie? I mean,
Phenomenal.
Just amazing. This is one of the. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say like this, and this might be a movie that some of you have just never come into contact with because it's a little bit older, and you may have it may have slipped through the cracks in your viewing experience, or especially if you're a younger viewer, you should watch it. It's visually stunning, and the fight choreography is just off the charts. It's a really, really well made film, but it is just the one film, so I do think maybe a bottom 5 here.
For me, I think Dylan, you showed this to me like 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago.
In 2000, maybe not more than 20, but maybe than 20, at least 21.
So, and I don't really remember this a whole lot.
Okay. What are you thinking then? I will be fair. Or
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Let's just start it off with 6 because she does have like probably some of the best fighting ability in this list.
Yeah, I do remember that. She was very good at fighting.
Unbelievable.
All right, next up we have The Bride from Kill Bill. I'm thinking bottom 5. Bottom 5, I think.
Fine, bottom 5, yeah. Now, I this is an interesting thing. I've done a lot of fight choreography over the years, and I remember when I watched this, and some people were like, "Oh, didn't you like the sword fighting?" And I was like, "It was a lot of her chopping people up." So the first one, when it came to fighting like this, the last fight was good, and it was very clear that she trained. I didn't care for the Bruce Lee juxtaposition they were trying to do, but in the second movie, I have to say I was very impressed with Uma Thurman's performance and strength. She might give. How about number 7, or would you want an 8?
Charlie, what are you feeling with this?
Yeah, this is where it starts to get a little hard for me to separate some of my feelings from the character from the movie.
Right.
And I just, a lot of the movies that will feature some of these characters or vehicles that feature some of these characters are things that I enjoy a little bit more than I enjoyed the Kill Bill little duo of films. So for me, maybe like an 8. I'm feeling.
I'm comfortable with 8 so far for starters.
But Uma was good. There was some really nice choreography throughout those films. I think maybe just at this point in my life, I was suffering from some Tarantino fatigue.
All right, well that works for now. All right, next up we have Trinity from The Matrix.
I love Trinity. In the first Matrix, if they opted one movie, she would have been completely iconic. She would have been unbelievable. It is how they made her worse with every single new one. Like they made it worse every single. And I'm like, why? She was the strong character, so she gets marks off for that.
Did you guys watch the newest Matrix?
I haven't. I haven't.
I watched scenes from it and all that kind of thing, but it just is so. I keep hearing them. I'm like, I hear them talk about bullet time, and then I hear them trying to make fun of the fact that it's a cash grab, and it takes away your excitement when they say, "Hey, we're going to do it with or without you, Wachowskis," and they're like, "Well, I guess we may as well." You know, it's like it kind of dampens your thing, and then like Keanu probably couldn't be bothered to do fight choreography, so he's to people and like I haven't seen all of it yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I do know we did do a trailer reaction, and I was not too enthusiastic about it. And it's one of our most downed videos. I was like, just being honest. But then it came out, and nobody seems to really like it. And I was like, okay, well, I wasn't alone. All right.
I think people are probably just mad that I was optimistic about it. That was probably the problem.
Maybe. All right. How are we feeling about Trinity? Where do we want to place her, at least for now?
7.
7? Charlie?
That's fine.
Okay.
Oh, man.
All right. Oh, Princess Leia. Great through so many movies. Yes, we had The Last Jedi, which did some weird stuff. But great through the original trilogy. Great through the whole original trilogy.
Yeah. This is again my love of the films and the love of the character. I think she's got to be probably the most iconic character on this list, just because she's probably the oldest. When was the first Alien? When was that? What year was that? Was
79, I think.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So Leia's going to be our longest running character on the list, and just the iconic buns and look. It's still she's still brought up all the time in pop culture. Even like Friends, they got Aniston dressing up in the Leia costume and stuff. It kind of keeps getting finding its way back into pop culture. She's badass. Come on, I'm trying hard not to be a homer here. Leia's my number one. What do you want from me?
Yeah,
I love Star Wars.
She can do the talking. She can do romance. She can do the blasting with the blaster. She's diplomatic. She went like toe to toe with Vader. Like, I think she is. She might be my number one. At least for now.
I know she doesn't do like the hand-to-hand stuff as well as some of the characters in the list. So I'm not saying she's got to be one. I'm just saying I gotta. This is my. I am admitting my own weakness for the Star Wars franchise.
Both of you seem to actually kind of almost, and yet somehow not quite so secretly, want her to be number one. Why don't we just put her there for right now?
Okay.
Well, hey, what a great idea, Dylan. What a fantastic idea by you. And only this is not what I want.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea, Tudong.
Good idea by you.
All right. Next up, we have Katniss Everdeen.
How do you guys? We never really talk Hunger Games on this.
Talk it.
Is there a reason? Is there a good reason for that, or did you guys like the Hunger Games films?
Well, you got Philip Seymour Hoffman. You've got your Woody Harrelson. You got your Elizabeth Banks. She was. Have you seen some of the movies she's done, like Slither? Even in the Spider-Man movies, like with Tobey.
Yeah, we're not talking the actress. We're talking the character.
And taking out the actress, who I think is very talented, the character never really did much for me. I mean, if I had to pick a number 10, this would probably be my number 10.
I thought she was cool. I mean, she led these movies. Honestly, I don't remember a whole lot about the movies, and I know I said that about Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, but that was 20 years ago. These I saw like right when they kind of came out. I didn't see them in theaters, but shortly after that. A whole lot about it. And so
now doesn't that tell you something?
It kind of does. It kind of does.
Are you trying to say 10 is not your pick? Are you thinking 9?
No, I don't think she's number 10. I think I would actually I might actually move her to like number 7 or 8. I might move her above at least The Bride.
You're definitely going to have to do some convincing, bro, because we're both thinking 10 because Charlie's not saying a word.
Whoa! I never said 10. I didn't. Don't put words on on me.
Well, Charlie, where are you falling then?
10. No, I'm just kidding. This, you know what? I never read the books, but as I was watching these movies, I felt like I bet the books are better. It just seemed like there was too much information that was kind of missing these gaps. Like you didn't really, I don't know. There was a lot of like, it felt like there was holes throughout the storytelling, and it felt like I should be rooting for the characters more than I ended up rooting for them. And it just seemed like they weren't, some of the choices I feel like the script choices were a little bit odd. So I don't have like a strong connection to this franchise and subsequently to the character, which I think is a shame because I feel like I probably should have really liked it. And I'm sure the source material is probably better than what was put on screen. And I do like I like Jennifer Lawrence, but I know we're not really taking that into consideration. So if you told me 8, I'd be fine with 8. If you told me 9, I'd be fine with 9. I don't know about 10. Look, in this list, 10 is like not the insult that it's been in some of our other lists. I think you can be 10 and it's fine.
These are all good characters.
I don't know. I just feel like it's not something that gets talked about a lot anymore. Like Hunger Games kind of came and it kind of went.
It kind of did.
Kind of gone.
Yeah, it kind of did.
I think a good compromise temporarily is a number 9.
All right.
Road.
All right. Next up, we have Lara Croft. Now, I put the new rebooted Lara Croft, but there was also the Angelina Jolie Lara Croft. See, I think that for me, I think she's my number
10.
Are we just basing this solely on the cinematic versions of her and not like the video game?
Yeah. Just the movies.
Oh, okay. Oh, sure. Then I'm fine with 10.
Yeah, me too. I never connected to a character. I never really got. I don't know. And I mean, I watched both of the Angelina Jolie movies, and I was surprised. They weren't terribly well made. I thought I felt kind of bad. She put a lot of work in, and what happened? I can't remember either one of them.
The video games are fantastic. They're a lot of fun to play. But like a lot of video games that get adapted into movies, just sometimes the translation gets a little bit scrambled. So trying to be diplomatic here as I approach these subjects.
All right, next up we have Zoe Washburn.
Now she would probably be my number 10, and let me tell you why. There is a deleted scene in Firefly where Simon, who's a great character.
Wait, in Firefly or in Serenity?
I said Firefly.
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure.
In the very first the episode Serenity, episode 1, Simon first got there and he's having a private conversation with Zoe, and they're talking and he's like, she says like he's like, oh, I don't know if the captain will just like kill me in my sleep or this, and she's like, no, the captain wouldn't do that. And he even said he's not going to just kill you. He'll talk to you first. He's a fair guy. And she's like, what if he tells you to kill me? She's like, I kill you. That told me so much about her character. And I already loved her character. Unbelievable actress. I know we're not mentioning that. But unbelievable character. Sticks by her captain. Even in the face of her husband's death, she's like, nope, I am going to kill everybody, even if I die. That's fine. Beats the snot out of just about everyone. I love the loyalty. It's beautiful.
So, did you say this is your number 10?
No, I said this would be my number 1.
Oh,
never mind.
I thought I heard 10.
I'm pretty sure you said 10. I heard 10.
I heard
and
10.
And I was waiting for the other end of that. I was like, where's the big butt coming in?
This would be my number 1.
Oh,
if I had
okay.
All right, well, I was confused. I was
going to say, you're going to have to fight Charlie, because I know she would rank Charlie high on Charlie's list.
Yeah.
she is my number. She would be my number one. I understand you guys, and I cannot make. I mean, she's Princess Leia been around a lot longer. I get that, and she is tough, and she has had to face different set of things. So I get it, and there's Star Wars, but I do love Firefly and Serenity, and Zoe is such a great character. That for me, she would be my number one. I'll settle for 2 though as well.
Love the character, and she was phenomenal in Firefly. But if we're only allowed to consider the cinematic source material, then that gets a bit of a downgrade for me, because I just did not like Serenity the film, and I thought all the characters kind of came out looking like worse versions of themselves in that movie, except for maybe Summer Glau's character, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Brody. Where are you feeling? Where are you feeling on our?
I think for me, she's kind of fallen at 5. I don't think she's better than Okoye. I don't think she's better than Ellen Ripley.
All right. Well, I mean, I would say I would agree with 5. I would agree with 5. I'll say
if there was more, if we were allowed to consider the TV show, I think Dylan's right to be right up there 1, 2. But if all we get is that one movie, 5's good for me.
Okay, so we'll put her at 5 with an asterisk. Okay. So the little asterisk says Serenity movie only would be higher if Firefly was.
And look, if my friend Daniel, if you're watching this, and he confessed to me that he's only seen the movie and never watched Firefly the TV show, and didn't really care for the movie, so now he's never going to watch the TV show, which is just so we almost stopped being friends in that moment. But if you have not seen Firefly the TV show, watch Firefly the TV show. Don't watch the movie. Watch the TV show, and then you can just choose to watch a movie or not watch a movie after that. But watch the show; it's a good show.
Very good show. Nathan Fillion, people. This is the show.
All right. Let's get on to what's next.
Okay. All right. So last up, we have Sarah Connor from Terminator.
Oh gosh. Oh man. All right, 10.
Now she's 10. Really?
I'm teasing. Oh. I just wanted to see your reaction.
I think she'd be top 5. Now this is one thing that I think has to be brought up. Is I know we talked about Okoye being a little bit lower because she hasn't been in many movies, and Princess Leia being higher because she was in so. Now both Ripley and Sarah Connor were in a lot of movies, not of all which were great.
Here's the question. How was the character in the movie? Now, I'm not going to make an argument for Alien Resurrection because it's
please don't.
Okay. And I mean, hey, it was a clone of Ellen Ripley. Now, when you think Sarah Connor, if you remember the first one, you look at it objectively, it's not, I mean, the movie is really, really well done. It's excellent. Some of the acting can be questionable. Second one, it improved a lot. Shockingly.
She was awesome in the second one.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Did you see that Dark Fate?
I never did. It's one of those ones that I see streaming and I'm like, oh, I really like Terminator. I should watch that. But I don't really want to.
It's one of those things where, hey, give it a watch if you really want to. Some of the things that I didn't really care for from the character from the second movie, which were few, it's kind of like they amplified those. And I was just kind of like, why are they amplified? Like, what? But all right, fine. I mean, I guess that's great. It was good to see her back, but I mean, she even said in an interview, she was like, I'm glad this movie didn't do well because I didn't want to have to get into shape again and do another movie. And you can kind of tell that from the performance. And, I never saw that from Ripley or Okoye. And well, we didn't have time to see it with Zoe. So if she was going to be top 5, she would, for me, like the best thing that she was in was the best character part for her was Terminator 2.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I agree totally.
one is she was good. I'm not saying she was not good. But was she great? Was she iconic? Were people thinking, hey, Sarah Connor? Now, second one, she's iconic. Yeah.
Totally.
First one,
The
not.
second one was a big, like, culturally, that was a big deal. Like, at the time, just to have, she's doing that scene where she's doing pull-ups and she's got,
Yeah.
these muscly arms. It just wasn't something that you saw presented in film. Like, she just got to play this, like, really grisly, badass role, and it just wasn't something that you saw very often being
Very true.
in big budget Hollywood for women, and it was just it was a big deal, and just remember that kind of blowing up culturally all over the place when that happened. And so I do think there's bonus points for some of the, like, maybe some of the older characters on here who kind of like have had some lasting impacts on future characters that come as well. But having said that, I don't know. The Terminator 2 I loved, and everything else. Terminator 1 was good, but gosh, there's some bad. Man, there's some bad stuff. I like Ellen more. I think I like Ripley more.
I like Ripley
Believe
more.
Believe it or not.
I'm gonna actually propose something. I'm gonna say, what if we moved Ellen to 2, Okoye to 3, Sarah Connor was number 4.
I can do that because of the cultural impact. Yeah, that makes sense.
That.
Okoye has been in a fair amount of. Kind of said she hasn't been in as much, but when you think about it, it has. She's been solid in every single movie.
Sure.
Like a Princess Leia and like a Sarah Connor and all that. The Okoye is that kind of character.
Well, I want her to have her own, like, flagship though, like that she can, like.
That's true.
And maybe that's maybe that's something that's in the works. There's an Untitled Wakanda, like, TV project that's where she gets to. So I mean, I think that we might get to see that, which will be. I mean, I know that wouldn't count for what we're doing here anyway, because we're talking just movies. But I would really like to see that, and I think that will only help the lore and the depth of the character grow. So I am excited to see more of that. And I'm excited for the new Black Panther Wakanda Forever movie. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good.
One thing, because I'm sure people that are watching may question why some people were excluded. We did try to stay away from people with powers. So
right.
Oh yeah, we should have probably said that off the jump.
I should have said that a lot earlier. Thinking of it now, so people like Captain Marvel, most of the people from the MCU, we tried not to have like a full MCU, which is why we don't have a Black Widow. Wonder Woman, we didn't put in here. We're trying to just go for kick butt heroes who kick butt.
But maybe we'll do a top 10 female superheroes episode, which would be a lot of fun.
There you go. That's okay. So I will say I am happy with our top 5 of Princess Leia, Ellen Ripley, Okoye, Sarah Connor, Zoe Washburn. How do you guys feel about the bottom 5?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm fine with the bottom 5. If you wanted to swap 8 and 9, I wouldn't argue with you too much. But I like 6, 7. I'm feeling good about 1 through 7. I don't have strong feelings about 8 through 10. I like 10. So I don't have strong feelings about 8, 9. I know there was a little bit of disagreement between the two of you on that. So I'm good with it as is. But if you guys want to make any last minute shuffle, have at it.
Tell people what our list is. The people who
are sticking at. So we don't want to swap 8 and 9.
No, we don't. We're good with it.
All right. I would swap 8 and 9.
I know you would. That's why I'm saying we're good with it. And the funny thing is, if you have really strong feelings, actually, maybe you should, because I don't have a strong feeling about it. If you really, you really think swapping 8 and 9?
I don't know.
It's more movies. There are more Hunger Games films than there are Kill Bills.
True. Do we make a last second swap here?
I don't know. Read them out. And whatever you say is right, bro.
Well, these are the official Talk Punch rankings. These are
I know.
about to be set in stone, man.
We're leaving it in your hands, bro. We trust you. Whether you leave it or whether you switch it.
I think I did like.
Oh, but now you're talking movies. I don't know.
I think I liked
no.
the characters.
I
I don't remember a whole lot, but I remember liking Katniss Everdeen. How about that?
Yeah.
I don't remember feeling really strongly about the bride.
Or Beatrix Kiddo,
Sure.
which we find out in the Kill Bill movie. We don't even know her name in the first one.
Nope.
Right. Okay, well, then these are going to be the official Talk Punch rankings for female action heroes. All right, coming in, should we do 1 to 10 or 10 to 1? Let's do 10 to 1.
Okay.
Number 10, Lara Croft. Number 9, The Bride from Kill Bill. Number 8, Katniss Everdeen from Hunger Games. Number 7, Trinity from Matrix. Number 6, Yu Shu Lien from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Number 5, Zoe Washburn from Serenity. Number 4 is Sarah Connor from the Terminator series. Number 3 is Okoye from the Black Panther / MCU movies. Number 2 is Ellen Ripley from the Aliens movie. And number 1 is Princess Leia Organa from Star Wars.
Yeah.
You guys happy with this? You good with that?
Very.
I mean, I didn't really want Leia at the front, but I guess it's okay.
Oh. All right. Well, there we go. That was fun. I always like doing these with you guys. So this was a good one.
Look, if you have made it this far into the video, which is the end, before you turn it off, think about leaving us a comment. Let us know your top 10 order. You don't have to tell us hey, you guys are dumb for ordering it like this. Unless you're going to show your work. Don't just say it. Show your work. Give us your top 10. And if there's someone not represented on the list that's not also doesn't have superpowers, because we did qualify that, let us know. And maybe we can do a follow-up video. There's so many good action heroes out there. We could do lists for days. So give us some more ideas for content. We love that around here. As the lawnmower likes to say, we're here to cut your grass. So let us know, and we look forward to seeing you in future videos. Make sure you click that like and subscribe below the beard who needs a little lawn mowing. And I will see you next time. On behalf of TTP, be good.
Be good.
I need a sign-off line. We need a sign-off line. Can we get?
I like.
Can we get a sign-off line?
Be
good to each other.